Okay, Assalamu alaikum everybody. Dear learners, hope you are all well at your home. I am also fine at my home. First, I would like to everybody at my online class. You please share the class on your timeline so your friends can join too. And also take your notebook, pen, etc. for the preparation of class. However, this is Ibnul Hasan Tushar, Assistant Teacher English, Ranachandi School and College, Kishoreganj, Nilphamari. So, let's start the class. Dear learners, try to find out the differentiate between the two paragraphs that I show now. So, the two paragraph is so our today's topic is punctuation. Now, I would like to describe about the punctuation. So, please pay your attention fully. Punctuation. Actually, punctuation is a set of marks that regulates and clarifies the meaning of different text. We already show the two paragraph. For the lesson announcement, you can see these two paragraph that here is so many difference for the punctuation. Punctuation is very important for the speaker's expression. Actually, the term punctuation has originated from the medieval Latin word punctuation, which means markings or signs. Actually, the punctuation is considered many signs or marks. Now, I would like to describe about the punctuation marks. So, you must pay your attention fully to my lesson. So, dear learners, here I would like to show some important punctuation marks. We can see the sentence ending. The sentence ending punctuation are those that are used at the end of the sentence. I repeat, actually those punctuation marks are taking place at the end of the sentence are called sentence ending punctuation. Here there are three sentence ending punctuation. The period, we can see the question mark, the exclamation point. Again, another punctuation mark is salutation and closing. Actually, those punctuation marks are taking place at the salutation or closing of the sentence are called closing of punctuation marks, or those punctuation marks are set off at the closing point of the sentence are called closing punctuation marks. Here I would like to discuss about three salutation and closing punctuation marks like the comma, the semicolon, the colon. Dear learners, please attention here. There are three sentence ending: the period, question mark, and exclamation point. And there are three salutation and closing punctuation marks, like the comma, the semicolon, and the colon. Now I would like to describe about those punctuation marks. I would like to describe about three sentence ending punctuation marks and three salutation and closing punctuation marks. Attention please. Okay, dear learners, now I would like to describe about the sentence ending punctuation marks. We already know there are three punctuation marks are appropriate for use as sentence endings. They are the period, the question mark, and the exclamation mark. Okay, I am going to describe about the period. Period or full stop. He goes to school. Here I write sentence. Actually, the period is placed at the end of declarative sentence, and it expresses the full thoughts of the speakers. When the speaker expresses his full thoughts, then we can use the period. We also use it at the end of the sentence. Attention please. Here we write, he goes to school, and we use the period. By this sentence, we came to know the speaker's final thoughts or full ideas or full expressions, or we can describe it in another point that he goes to school, and we use the period or full stop here. Okay, hopefully you understand about the period. Dear learners, now I would like to describe about question marks. Here I write the question marks. You can see question marks. Actually, use a question mark to indicate a direct question. It also plays at the end of the sentence. When we use a question, sentence of question or interrogative sentence, we can use the question mark at the end of the sentence. It also considered as the sentence ending of punctuation marks. I repeat, we use the question marks at the end of the sentence and the end of the interrogative sentence. Hopefully you understand easily. Okay, dear learners, now I would like to describe about the exclamation point. Here we can see the exclamation point, and like the another ending punctuation marks, sentence ending punctuation marks, it also used at the end of the sentence, and the exclamation point is used when a person wants to express a sudden outcry or sentence. It can add emphasis. It can express feelings or thoughts also. So, dear learners, the main thoughts, main point, focus point of the sentence ending punctuation marks is they always said or taking place at the end of the sentence. Hopefully, you understand about the sentence ending punctuation marks like the period, the question mark and the exclamation mark. Okay, dear learners, now I am going to discuss about the closing punctuation marks. We already discussed about the closing punctuation marks. The closing punctuation marks are the comma, the semicolon and the colon. Pay your full attention please. Here we can see first the comma. When we can use the comma or what is the use of comma. All the time we have some question in our mind. Hopefully you can answer, or if I try to give all the answers of your question. So please attention. Okay, actually the comma is used to show a separation of ideas or elements within the structure of a sentence. Sometimes it is used in number, dates and letters writing after the salutation closing. Here we can see an example. Jamal, do the work. Jamal, do the work. We can see here the separation of ideas or elements within the structure of a sentence. So, we must use here the comma. Hopefully you understand about the comma. Now, I am going to discuss about the semicolon. Here I already write semicolon and the semicolon marks. Actually, dear learners, the semicolon is used to connect independent clauses. What is the independent clause? Okay, you know about the independent clause. My daughter is a teacher, my son is a doctor. Here I write two independent clauses. And we already know semicolon is used to connect independent clause, more independent clause. Here we can see, here is a independent clause and here is the another independent clause. What is the uses of semicolon? We already know it can connect two independent clause. We write two independent clause and those two independent clauses are connect with the semicolon. Two independent clause connect by the semicolon. When two independent clause set beside them, then we must use the semicolon. Hopefully you understand about. Okay, dear learners, now I would like to about colon. What is the use of colon? Actually, it can be used to introduce a quotation, an example, or a series, or even an explanation. We can use the colon marks when we used to introduce a quotation on an example, a series, or even an explanation. I write here a sentence. Attention please. You have two choices. You have two choices. Finish the work today or get out, or lose the contract, or something else. We introduce a quotation here. We can see, or we can also see the explanation. You have two choices. Finish the work or get out, or lose the contract. So we must use the clone when we explain something, or when we give an example on a sentence, or when we introduce a quotation. Hopefully you understand about the comma, about the semicolon, and about the colon of punctuation marks. Okay, dear learners, now I would like to describe about apostrophe, the another punctuation marks that we know, the apostrophe. Actually, the apostrophe or an apostrophe is used to indicate the omission or the position of a letter, or letter forms a word. There are two types of apostrophe: apostrophe of position, apostrophe of omission. I repeat, there are two types of apostrophe. First is the apostrophe of position, and the another is apostrophe of omission. Okay, dear learners, what is the position means? Position means ownership. Ownership is the synonym of position. And what is omission? Omission means something omit, that we omit, that is the omission. I give you two examples here. Attention, this is Rohim's car. Who is the owner of this car? Definitely Rohim. So we can see the position is occurred by this sentence. Here the apostrophe is must considered as the apostrophe of position, because by this sentence we can see the position, the term of position is take place. So this apostrophe is considered as the apostrophe of position. Hopefully you understand. Now I would like to describe about the apostrophe of omission. Apostrophe of omission. Here we write a sentence: I don't like tea. Someone give us many fruits, biscuits, or tea. I don't like tea, so I don't drink the tea. I eat another fruits or biscuits or something else. So by this sentence we can see the omit, the term of omit. So this apostrophe is considered as the apostrophe of omission. Dear students, hopefully you understand about the apostrophe of position and the apostrophe of omission. Dear students, now I would like to give you the homework. You please solve the homework or do the homework at your home. Dear students, finally I would like to give some advice to you. We don't go home. We try to aware the man and the woman of our locality, or try to aware our neighbors, and we try to wash your hands again and again by the soap, maintain the hygiene rules, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.